Welcome back to McClure Made Outdoors, and today I've got some exciting news to share with you. So let's get into it. So the exciting news is I'm going to be starting my own tractor and stump grinding service here in the Pittsburgh, Kansas area. And you know, I've been thinking about doing this for quite a while. I love being out on the tractor, and I've been getting more attachments, and I've got my 3-point stump grinder, so I've got a lot of things that I could do to make some extra money. And some of this started a few weeks ago when I went into my job, and I'm going to be cutting back my hours. I'm going to be probably in the office around 2 days a week, and then doing some remote work also. But a lot of what prompted this is my wife is pregnant, and we are expecting our first child here in about a week and a half. So, you know, with life changes like that happening, I really wanted to try to make a better work and home life balance. And hopefully by doing some of this will allow me to have a little bit more flexible of a schedule and be home a lot more and be available. So, as most of you know, when starting a new business like this, there comes a lot of other things that you have to start thinking about. And so I've had to start getting into, you know, all the federal and tax stuff that I need. And one of the biggest things is just getting insurance. And for me, with this being my company start, is finding an insurance company that will insure me because I don't have experience. And so I finally found one that would, and they would cover me for my stump grinding, land clearing, and brush hogging, and that is going to be around $100 a month, which I was hoping it'd be a little bit less, but still, that's not horrible. So let's go ahead and let's go in and talk about some of the tractor services that I'm going to offer. When I started looking into offering some tractor services, obviously I went out and sort of did a little bit of market research to figure out just in my area, you know, what the price was for tractor services. And around here I found that it's around $65 to $85 an hour based on what you're offering and a little bit of experience also. And so I've got one guy locally here in town that does it, and he charges $75 an hour. So I'm looking at probably starting mine off at $65 an hour until I get, you know, some more word of mouth around town and just get a little bit more experience doing other people's work and not just my own. But when I started looking into doing tractor services, you know, I started looking into what I have and what I might need. And you know, this tractor came with the loader and it came with the bucket, and then I had my Frontier 5-foot box blade that I had with my last tractor. So can easily do some gravel work if needed. I can do a little bit of land grading, you know, just simple stuff like that. But I also have the Artilian grapple system for my front, and so that's one thing I thought about offering too, is just being able to, you know, if people have brush that they need moved around, being able to pick it up and move it, or being able to pick it up and then I could even haul it off. But some of the things I've looked at maybe considering buying is some videos I've seen, people are really liking land planes, you know, for driveway maintenance, being able to just churn up the gravel and make it look fresh again. And you know, a lot of people around here probably need that. And so I started looking into, you know, land planes, and most of what I found is they're anywhere from probably $1,100 to $1,600. And so when I looked into that, you know, Summit, they make something that's called a box plane. So it's basically a box blade, but then the back half of it tilts up to make it into a land plane. So that's one thing I've thought about doing, is maybe trying to sell off my box blade and getting the Summit box plane. But, you know, I don't know if that's needed or really necessary. So if you guys are into tractor services and just do stuff around your area, I'd really love to know, you know, how much you're charging and what services you find that you make the most money off of. And if any of you use a land plane and find it worth it. But one other thing I'm obviously going to be buying, I haven't bought yet, is a brush hog. And so I've been looking around, and there's a few close to me at Atwood's that I could get for about $1,600, but more than likely I'm just going to try to find something on Marketplace and get it for a little bit cheaper, since it's just going to be used to be mowing stuff down and doesn't have to look super pretty, just needs to work. But one thing I've been trying to decide is, I'm almost positive I'm going with a 5-foot. On my John Deere 2025R, I had a 5-foot and it seemed to handle fine. I know some people, for this size of tractor, they suggest 4-foot, but it would be nicer just to have that little bit bigger size. But if you do also have a tractor maybe my size, let me know what size of brush hog you're using, because it'd really be nice to know if you think for some heavier stuff if you would have gone a little bit smaller, or if you like having the bigger style. So as far as stump grinding goes, I have a Woods TSG 50 that is a 3-point stump grinder. It hooks right into my PTO, but then it also hooks into my tractor hydraulics. So it is a fully articulating unit. It goes up and down and side to side. And what's nice about this one is it has teeth on both sides, so you can come all the way across the stump, trimming it off, take it down, come all the way back across, trimming it down, instead of only being able to make one pass across, having to bring it back around, then take it down. So it makes it a lot quicker to use this Woods TSG system. So when I started looking into how much around here people usually charge, it varies so much. People price stuff very differently on how they go about it. So around here there is a lawn mowing service that they do a little bit of stump grinding on the side, but it's more of a small mower style with 2 wheels on the back and then a blade about that big on the front. And they charge $65 an hour. And that's a very different machine than from what I have. Mine can go 16 inches below grade, so mine can do a little bit more than theirs can do, and it can do it quicker. So I know some people out there that I've seen, they charge by the diameter inch. So if it's a 10-inch stump, they charge $100. But if it's a 10-inch stump, you got to look too how far out the roots come. And so I've been trying to decide how much I want to charge a diameter inch. It'd be really interesting to know how much you guys charge if you do some of this on the side. If you charge by diameter inch, or you just go and sort of look at it and give them an hourly rate, or what. But I know there are some stuff just besides grinding the stump down service that you can offer. I've seen some people, they offer to bring dirt with them to fill in the stump hole. You can rake up the chips for them for an extra charge. You can gather up all the chips and take them with you and charge them extra. So if you guys have ideas or have done this, just leave some comments below, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. So if you guys have ever started a business before, you probably know that marketing is a very big thing in it. And so for me, I've been looking about ways that I can market my services that I'm going to offer. And I've seen a lot of people that they do t-shirts, they do hats, and one of the biggest things I found is just Facebook. Starting a page on Facebook that tells what services you offer and gives some pictures, but also even videos that show some of your before and after stuff, so people can really see. But also Facebook Marketplace, listing your services there, so when people are looking, it pulls you up in their area also. And there's obviously some of the older style ways, which have been like tried and true, are business cards, and even doing yard signs, putting yard signs out front that places that you've done work at, and telling the customer, if you allow me to put a yard sign out front, I'll give you a 10% discount, so people can see in their neighborhoods that you've done work for them and that basically you're recommending them. So if you guys have ever started your own business, or even have tips for me on how to market myself, leave some tips down in the comments, because I'd really love to know how you guys did it. And with me starting this whole new adventure, it really allows me also to hopefully be able to get more videos out to you guys, you know, just showing some of more stuff around my property that I'm doing, but also stuff on the tractor out service wise that I'm doing. Maybe some stump grinding, maybe some just land clearing, brush hogging. You never know, but hopefully I'll be able to start getting more videos out to you guys to watch. So thank you guys just for watching this video, and again, if you have any tips for me starting out, I'd love to hear what you guys think. So just leave some tips down in the comments and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys later.